In high-end trailers, even fiberglass, there is nothing out there like the MorningStar. For around $80,000, you get quality, design, and style. Pretty amazing. Hey everybody, I'm PJ from Princess Craft RV, and this is the MorningStar by Awaken. I love this trailer because of the design. I love it because it's incorporated so many features that maybe you've seen on one trailer or another. What they did is they put it all together. Now this trailer only weighs about 5,400 pounds, so easily towable by a half ton. And you know, everything is standard on it. That's a really cool part. You don't have to pick and choose because everything's included. Now, it's 23 foot, 11 inches long. So still a very nice, easy weight to tow, but the real cool stuff is gonna be inside. So let's head in there and get started. You know, stepping in, most people feel like the inside of fiberglass trailers feels like a boat. There is some molded pieces here because of course it's got the inner shell, but it doesn't feel like a boat. They've done really well with all the soft pieces in the design. And walking in this aisleway, yeah, I kind of love this. You've got the nice little divider right here. You've got a phone charger right here, wireless charger. It does pop up just a little bit, and you've got USB plugs on it so that you can lay your phone down if you wanted to do it that way, plug in something else. Key holders, nice little shelf. So right up at the top, there's something a little unusual. It is lighting. So you've got a touch screen because you've got 4 different zones of lights. And so you can adjust them. You can even change colors and yeah, make them bright, make them a little warmer, a little cooler. You know, these days with LEDs, we're all learning about light preferences. So you've got 4 zones, you can control it. If you want to know the details of how that works, you can check that out on our Tech Tour channel. We'll tell you all about it. And then next to that, of course, the controls for the awning and the porch light. That's it. Down below, you've got a storage compartment there, and it's got netting in front of it. Great place for shoes. It's about 2.5 feet wide, and a great place to just store those things that you want to grab and go right by the door. Now, we're going to come back to show you this amazing bathroom because I want to show you the rest of the trailer first. We're going to start right over here on the kitchen. Amazing kitchen because this is a huge rectangular sink. It's about 8 inches deep. It's got that dark, I guess it's like a brushed pewter look, and nice faucet. You've got the switch for a sprayer or a standard water and an on-off here. So very residential. But the cool part is you've got a cup washer. This is going to control between the faucet and the waterfall. Because if you're just rinsing things, you want to use your waterfall right here. Very simple to do. The knob next to that is just stopping it up in case you want to fill the sink with water. I mean, how nice, you don't have to stick your hand in there. The better part is when you want to drain your sink full of water, you just turn the knob back and it opens it. Of course, you've got a soap dispenser, so very well done here. You've got about 12, 15 inches of counter space before you get to your 3-burner stove. Underneath that 3-burner stove is going to be not only a microwave, but it's a convection oven. It's also an air fryer. All right here. Very convenient. Let's look at the storage in the kitchen. Right here, you've got a drawer. Now, very interesting. You do have this silverware holder that comes with it. It's a little unusual because it's such a narrow drawer, but they figured out how to make it work for silverware. That's always the top drawer issue, right? Nice soft close there. Underneath, you've got, wow, probably about 15 inches deep. You are, 2.5 feet wide. So a nice big space here. And I love the fact that there's no seams, nothing's hidden, easy to clean. Let's move to the upper ones. Again, these are all wood cabinet doors, so they feel great. Look at that space in there. It is the full depth here, goes all the way to the top. Wow, all one space. Plenty of pantry space there for your kitchen. Let's drop this down. Now on the wall, right here on the right, is going to be the Trumacombi controls. That's going to control the furnace and the water heater. Very easy to use. Again, our tech channel is going to give you the details. The refrigerator is a 12-volt refrigerator, of course, so it's going to be very off-grid capable. It is a compressor refrigerator by Contour, 8 cubic foot. So opening it up, we've got 3 shelves on the door, great space inside, and yeah, a very generous freezer. That is going to get you plenty of food for that extended trip. The U-shaped dinette is right across. I really love this very soft camel colored vinyl that's on it. Easy to clean, but it doesn't feel stiff at all. Really kind of stiff cushions. Not a lot of cush here, but that's great because remember, this trailer is going to last a very long time and you don't want to have to replace these cushions. That's what happens when they're too soft in the beginning. I love the white marble look that you have not only in the kitchen, but the table. You also have it in the bathroom as well. The great thing about this table is that it can move in any direction. You've got a lever here that'll make it slide closer, or you can move it this way. You can move it any place that you need it. When you need another sleeping area, it works great. You just step on the button below, give it a push, and it goes down into place. Pull these 2 cushions over, and you've got a 39 by 74 sleeping area right here in the dinette. So easy to set up, and then in the morning, put it right back to a dinette. That's the kind of dinette beds that we like the most. Before we go any further from here, I want to point out the storage because the entire length of this trailer is upper storage. These nice cabinets open up here, and you can see this storage goes all the way down. So it's about 18 inches deep. They're not separated, so you can have longer things that you can feed in. Put bins in there, whatever works for you, but a ton of storage up here on the top. I really like the colors they've chosen, and the white really doesn't make it feel closed in. Now the height in this trailer is 6'6". So you've got a fair amount of height here. Of course, I'm only 5 foot. Everything looks tall, but if you're a lot taller than me, shouldn't be a problem. The visuals of these cabinets being further away and the light above them, really nice. The best thing is the windows in here. So we've got 7 windows in this trailer. It's only 24 foot. And these aren't tiny windows, folks. This is a really nice feel. All right, enough about that. Let's get back to the details. We've got a TV here. It is a smart TV, so you can connect it and get all of the viewing that you need. Nice countertop here with, again, another wireless charger on the back. So both sides of the dinette are going to have a wireless charger. Yeah. Down below, another built-in cubby because you don't want to waste any space. So right down below here, we've got this space that's about 15 inches deep. It's a tall space with a net on it, but nice place maybe to stack things if you needed to carry some extra gear. Over here, really nice closet. Let's take a peek. Open this up, and again, so easy to clean. You've got the bar at the top, so hanging clothes, and if you need shelves, there's really room for both. You could add some shelves in the bottom and still have hanging clothes on the top. And seriously, folks, this is a huge closet. The front of the trailer is twin beds. Yes, there is going to be a queen bed version, so stay tuned. Right now, the first model out is going to be twin beds. And this really has become such a popular feature because you've got this great walkway. Even if you're not sleeping, you can still use this area for working, for a bench, for, I don't know, it just feels so accessible. When you have a queen bed, not as usable for other things besides sleeping. These beds are 33 by 79, and the big question I get on beds is there storage underneath? The answer is no and yes. There is storage underneath, but not from the inside. It is this amazing outside storage I'll show you in just a bit. You do have more storage all along the side here up top. Again, the same wooden cabinetry and nice little cubby right here with some netting on it in the front corners. The big signature item is going to be these two big windows behind me. Yes, they open, so you can get amazing breeze coming through the windows, through the side, the two windows in the main cabin. It is incredible. There's also storage right behind me here because you've got a nice table in between and a big drawer here. This is going to be about 6 inches deep. Now down below, open space. Again, this nice molded cabinet here is going to be easy to clean, easy to store things in. I love that. Now, speaking of easy to clean, you may have noticed that there is a woven floor in here. Now this is a pad. It is got a slip proof on the bottom. Let's flip it over here so you can see. So it's got a rubber backing, so it's not going to move around on you. It's also going to hold any moisture, so you're not going to have to get underneath it and worry about things getting trapped there. It's got a great soft feel. I hear a lot of people are concerned about this woven feel to it. They're worried that the sand will get trapped, the dirt will get trapped in there. I can tell you, this is an infinity floor. It is what is used in some of the most high-end yachts on the market. Why? Because it's durable and it's super easy to clean. Everything just wipes up. Nothing gets stuck in it. It does a great job. You're going to love this. And if you need to roll out this flooring, you can do that. And then wipe underneath it, put it right back down. Not a problem. So, beautiful touch here without giving you something under your feet that's going to get kind of nasty when you're out camping. Because if you're taking this off-grid especially, even if you're not, everything tracks in your camper. So, easy to clean floor and real comfortable to walk on. Long story, probably even longer than it needs to be. Let's talk about the windows. This trailer with all these windows has dual pane acrylic windows. They do have the screen coming down from the top and, of course, a nice blackout shade from the bottom. There you go. Sometimes a little stiff to pull, but that's what you want because once you set them wherever you have them, you want them to stay there and not fall down. You can also, of course, do half and half. Now, the way the windows operate, let's talk about that for just a minute. Because you unlatch these, and you're going to push them out to whatever opening works for you. So just give it a push, tighten it down on the sides, and you can open it all the way or just a little bit if you like. Now, oftentimes you might want to have a little bit of air coming in, but you also want your window secure. So there is a slot right here you can put the tabs in, and that is going to give you a little bit of air, but you're going to have the safety of having a latched window. But before you travel, be sure this latch is all the way in front, like that. All right, let's keep going. So up above we have the Truma Aventa air conditioning. Now it's vented, so that is a real plus. Not only does it make it really quiet, but it also makes it more efficient. You've got these vents running in between the fiberglass, so that acts as extra insulation. So as the air is moving through the ceiling, you're not losing the heat or the cold. Great feature, part of the double hull construction that really is a plus. Now let's take a look at the bathroom running along the back of the trailer. What an amazing job they've done there. Let's start with the beautiful mirror on the door. I mean, not just a little face mirror, the real mirror. Love that. Stepping in, okay, There's some room in here. You've got a beautiful shelf with some towel racks and hooks on the side, porcelain toilet, and there is a shelf that runs all along the back that's about 6 inches deep. What a great place to store those things that you're going to be using all the time. And a little cubby there for the toilet paper. Not a big old roll or thing that's going to stick out, just hidden right there in the side of the camper. Now behind me you'll see there's a nice vessel sink. I love the styling, the single faucet here, and storage underneath. About 8 inches deep here, but you've got the full height. I might be inclined to do some shelving here, but you can of course design it the way it works for you. And the last window is on the back. This window is going to be able to give you some venting in here, open it up. Of course, it's got the blackout, it's got the screen, so it opens like all the rest with a really nice modern light above it. A hanging towel rack right next to it, and a swivel out mirror. Now that mirror, maybe not too helpful for me. So if you're 5 foot, it's pretty tall, but I can look up and I'm still glad it's there. I definitely would use that. Now, the big question I always get is the showers. How big is it? Is it going to work for me? Well, you do step up just a little bit here. So this is going to be about 6'4". You do have this vent right here with the light around it and another one on the other end of the bathroom. And shelves in the corner to hold your shampoo, what you need in the shower. But the best part, there's a seat. I mean, this shower is pretty incredible. You've got the nice pole so that your nice big spray head is adjustable, soap holder, double handles. I mean, this is pretty awesome. You've also got a pull screen. So I'm really impressed. It's the small things. And they've even got little towel hooks that fold out when you need them right here on the wall. Really well done. You've got a separate mat for the bathroom here, so that if you just wanted to pull out the bathroom mat, maybe it got wet or muddy, yeah, very easy to do. So, great job. Awaken has built a trailer that has just about everything you need, and they've done it with such style, all in this beautiful exterior. Let's go outside because I want to tell you about the construction and let you know some of the great features that are out there. Stepping outside, we have the Lippert solid steps. Solid steps are always a great way to just make it easy to get in and out, and only 2 steps, easy to use. Now, there is an option on this trailer, but only one. Everything I've showed you so far is standard. The option is to go from the standard Dexter axles up to a Kurt axle. Now that's going to be a coil spring with shocks on it. It's going to give you that off-road capability. It's also going to give you a few inches more height. So if that's important to you, very easy to add. That will be an option here on the MorningStar. And you will also get the off-road tires with it. So yeah. You've only got one decision to make, and that's whether you want the off-road version or not. Now, the real star of the show here is the double hull construction. Yeah, it's been done before. There are some other manufacturers that do that, but guys, this is almost 24 feet, and you've already seen how amazing that interior is. So, you've got no belt line here, just a nice smooth exterior, beautiful design, but this double hull construction makes it a very strong build. You've got 2 pieces on top of each other, and then there's a little space in between. That is going to give you the insulation. It also is going to give you the ducting that we talked about inside on the air conditioner and the heating. So, you know, that is going to keep it cooler and warmer. Just a very efficient way to do it. The other thing, longevity. It's strong, it's durable, and that double hull construction is not going to have the flex, the movement, and yeah, Your kids are going to enjoy this trailer. That is the part that I love about this. All of the great features and low maintenance. Moving on, right here we've got the clasp for the door. You have the electrical outlets right here for whatever you want to set up underneath this awning. But also, right underneath, you have a gas port. That grill that you want to put out here, or maybe that propane fire, you're all ready right there. Now let's look inside this compartment, because inside here is where you can easily see that this comes with a 270 amp hour battery. So the lithium in here is a Game Changer GC3, so it is going to give you lots of power. There's also space to put a second battery. So not only do you have a lot of storage here, but you've also got a lot of battery and the ability to add more if that's important to you. Around the front, they have this really nice fiberglass box. So this is for the propane, and it holds two 30-pound propane bottles. Wow, that is a lot of propane, because if you want to get off the grid, maybe you'll be using that for your furnace and your stove. Great to have plenty on board. And I love the sturdy container that you have here. There is just a little bit of space on the side, so if you have something you need to store right here, you could do it. You do have a vent at the back of this, but there is a little bit of extra room here. Both sides open up, easy to get to, very easy to get things in and out. Great design. And everything stays nice and clean and accessible. Electric jack, of course. The coupler connection on this is very different than what you may have seen. This is from Gen Y, and this is a snap latch. A couple of things about this that make it really easy to use. One is, when you back up to it and drop it down on the ball, there is no latch. It automatically latches for you. When you're lifting it off and removing it, just turn this handle and it unlatches. Now, to keep that from happening when you're going down the road, I'm not quite sure how it could, but just to be safe, you put this pin in so that handle can't turn. So easy to use. No more coming back here and trying to figure out how to get the latch all the way down, or wondering whether you got it latched well or not. So, snap latch, very heavy duty, as is the piece right behind it. And the next thing is, it's adjustable in height. So instead of buying a different drawbar, flipping it over, trying to match it, the vehicle with the trailer, you match the coupler here with whatever drawbar you have. So that really is nice as well. So you can adjust this up and down, you're good to go. Let's talk about the framing, because Gen Y also does the framing here. This is an all aluminum frame. And when you add that double hull construction fiberglass on the top, you have a lightweight, extremely strong, very durable shell of a trailer. Then you've got all the great things that we saw inside. So, like I said, a great combination of features. There's one more thing that Awaken has included in here. Now, right on the front, you'll see you've got a black knob. This is actually a 12-volt plug underneath. Why? Well, there may be accessories you want to add on the outside. It is like a cigarette lighter plug, but you know, a lot of people want to put something like a Starlink or some type of outside connection here. Maybe a light. Very easy to do. That plug is protected and right there, very accessible for you. Okay, let's keep going. Now, one of the things I love about the MorningStar is that every side is really nice looking. They have designed every side to be, yeah, beautiful. There isn't a whole lot of things here for you to look at or to open or close or connect to. Let's get started right here. We've got a nice size compartment, just like we saw on the other side. But because this one doesn't have the battery in it, you've got about 19 cubic feet. Because of the battery on the other side, it goes down to about 14. But still, what a great outside space. All right, more to take a look at. Let's keep going. The venting for your Truma Combi is right here, and then of course your 30 amp connection. but everything else is hidden behind the panel. Nautilus panel right here to control your water. Now, if you're not familiar with Nautilus, they do a great job of giving you 4 dials that give you all the options for inputting water. And it gives you a diagram right at the top, so you don't have to guess at where the knobs go. Just decide whether you want to do dry camping, whether you want to fill the tank, do the city water, whatever it is you need to do, it gives you the diagram of how to set the levers. Super easy, very clean. You've got the city water fill here, black tank flush, and at the top, the outside spray port. That's got hot and cold, so whether you're washing your dog or just rinsing off at the beach, you can adjust that temperature. You do have a spot here where the hose can come right up into the panel, so you can keep this door closed, and then you've got the light that's going to come on automatically whenever there's motion. Very well thought out, works beautifully. Your sewer connection is right underneath, easy to get to, and that sewer hose stores right here in the bumper. No pulling out that plastic plug and sticking it through the metal tube or finding PVC. It's built right into the camper. Beautiful job there. But one of the things that I want to point out is how gorgeous this trailer looks from the back. The styling is really eye-catching. And you know, we did say everything was included. You've got the backup camera at the top, right underneath your 3 clearance lights, just the black band going around, and this awesome tire cover. I mean, I never thought I'd say that, but I love the styling, the logo built into it, the light placement. They just made the back of the trailer as gorgeous as every other side. You don't see that very often. You'll notice there's a receiver underneath, so you want to carry those electric bikes, no problem. 250-pound weight limit there. And now we're back around to the front of the MorningStar. One of the things I want to point out is you've got a great electric 12-foot awning, but I love the light because even if you're not using your awning, it's kind of a great patio light to light up this space. However you use your camper, whether it's in the daytime, at night, it's gonna be the star of the show. Such a gorgeous style with the quality and the details to back it up. So check out the MorningStar. Quite amazing trailer. Click the link below if you need more information. You can also check out our tech tour at the Princess Craft Tech Tour YouTube channel. Now that's going to go into more detail of how everything operates in here. I'm PJ with Princess Craft RV. It's been great showing the MorningStar to you, and I'll see you next time.